So I'm like, yo, what the... Camille. Hold on, this is fatherhood here. Hey, we shooting here. Okay. So outside of our garage, there's this big brick fence. No one can see in, however, you can't see out. And it's just, at that point, it's just a great view as well.
Right.
So they're cutting and jackhammering that fence out.
Right. And my biggest concern is security. So as long as nobody can get into the house from that side, we're fine.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Co.
We bought our first house together as newlyweds.
It's a fixer-upper.
Big time. Muscle.
Everything needs to be redone.
From the foundation to the roof.
And we invite you to join us through the entire renovation process. This is the site now.
From the beginning all the way to the end.
Now they have started their journey making this house their masterpiece. This is all new frame. This is all fresh wood. Mo, what y'all doing, man?
This is Mo & Co. Reno.
Tell them what we just got, babe.
New windows.
And doors. It's funny, the Milgard truck pulled up in front of the house and it was sitting out there for a good 5 minutes. And I'm looking out like, well, why aren't you coming in? Why didn't you, say you're here?
Call something.
Right. So he eventually got out of the truck and he's like, where's the guys? Where's the help? And I'm like, what do you mean? I didn't get that memo that I'm supposed to have people here. Well, they said there would probably be people here. Well, there's not. Basically, this guy, he had a younger guy with him, but he didn't want to actually move the windows and doors into the house.
Yeah, he probably didn't want to go up that steep driveway.
Right. So he was making phone calls and this or that, but ultimately they had to bring him in. All they had to do was get him in the garage.
Right.
But it was just good to see them actually deliver them.
Yes.
To see these silver windows and doors come in, and I'm just excited for them to get installed.
Right.
The guys came and they are installing them.
Yes.
The installation was pretty exciting.
Yes.
Directing the guys, hey, that one goes over here, that one goes over there, that one goes over there. What's that one say? Jim, that's down there. Uh-oh. Hey, they need help. It went kind of smooth.
Until
we reached the last two doors. Okay?
Yes. We have windows and doors.
So they were labeled to go to these certain rooms, but for some reason it didn't look right. And the guy tells me, you have a problem here. This door doesn't fit. What do you mean it doesn't fit?
Right.
I'm just like, I measured
Everything. Twice.
3 times. Yeah, well, this one's about a foot too big, wide. And I'm like, this is 60 inches. He said, well, this door is 6 feet. And I'm like, okay. I know I didn't say 6 feet. So I know it wasn't my fault initially. But the part that I kind of get tied up in is I called him and say, hey, this door is wrong. Well, you signed that all the items on this list were correct. There's like 30 to 40 pieces there. I'm like,
Just excited to see them.
right. So I signed and I didn't look at every single one to see that small error that the guy who made the order made. So I'm like trying to figure it out. Now, these 2 doors, they're both sliding doors, but one opens from the left to right and the other one opens from right to left. And now that means I have to take a door that was meant for another room and put it in another place. So I had to have the guys cut the opening bigger so that they can put the bigger door there and put the smaller one that was meant for that door in another location. Now it seems like that is it, but no, because now the door opens the wrong way.
So we lose a little bit of space for cabinetry, seating, those
See,
types of things.
That
But
was my wife's little office area.
yes.
Now it's gonna cause her to try to invade into my space.
I'll just send Camille up to his office to do homework because there won't be room for her and me down there.
Right.
So
I'm a perfectionist, and I'm realizing that nothing is perfect in
no,
construction.
you gotta let go.
There's, man, I'll get over it one day.
One day, not today.
Right. So what were you thinking when you and Camille came and looked at the windows and doors? What did you think when we were looking at the windows and doors?
Say amaze balls.
Don't say balls.
Amazing. I mean, it had been open for quite some time, and so being able to see the house now closed, it looked more like a home. Wow. It's a house now. It's enclosed. That's amazing. We have windows, keeping the wind out, and doors to keep us safely locked inside. Can you see our beautiful view? Look at that. Look at that. This is our new house. You're gonna be running around here. Yes. It looks so good. And like you mentioned, they were nice and shiny and new, and they looked really, really good. I think my husband did a good job with the design.
Oh, wow, thank you. So, you know, we got windows and doors.
Yes.
You know, I'm feeling a little more security in the house.
Exactly.
Everything's not open.
Not much to worry about.
So I decided to leave some things in there, thinking they'll be okay, right?
Right. Everything is sealed up and closed. We haven't had any issues to this point.
Right. I thought. So Valentine's Day, when I was trying to stop working early and come home to spend time with my family, somebody decided to spend time in our house. Yeah, I know. They stole a lot of stuff.
Yes.
I'm not gonna tell you how much because you'll be like, what?
Yeah, and it hurts.
Yeah. It could be $5, but when somebody steals something
Yeah,
from you,
it's
personal.
Exactly.
And so they happened to bust into one of the rickety doors that we hadn't gotten replaced yet. They kicked it in, and
somehow the neighbor who doesn't like us didn't hear it.
No comment. Anyhow, but we filed a police report, and that same evening, after I filed the police report, I'm packing up to leave. I shut down the power, like from the breaker, and then I hear footsteps above me, and I'm in the garage, and I'm like, why are there footsteps above me?
Right.
And so I'm like, oh snap, is this person still in the house?
Right.
So I immediately called the police again, and then soon after that, I see a flashlight looking, and they're in my backyard. Now yeah, I know, it's like crazy. This is not no easy stroll.
Right, to get up there.
Right, he had to climb up like some way to get back there. And so I'm like, yo, what the are you doing in my backyard? He's like, honestly, I was looking for a place to use the bathroom. Man, sit down. And so like, I'm thinking that this is the guy who stole our stuff and was coming back to look for some of the things that he'd left. And so he's like, well, how do I get down from here? Same way you got up. I didn't think to say that at the time. I was really angry. So he found another way to get down, and I'm sitting here in the middle of the street talking to this guy. I had a 10-foot pole. So I'm like, yo, what's in your bag? And he puts his bag down and is looking through the bag, and I realized at that point I'm a little bit too close. So I stepped back and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna try to take this into my own hands. I got the police back on the phone. I'm like, look, the person who was in the house is now outside. He's right in front of me. He's like, you're not telling them I'm the one who stole your stuff, are you? I was like, well, I don't know. You look kind of suspicious. He's like, no, don't call, because I already got something like this on my record. That's even more reason for me to call. I was like, well, look, bro, if you didn't do it, then what's the problem?
All right.
They still take you in for that type of stuff. I'm realizing I've been talking to this guy for about 2 minutes. But after that, we had to beef up security, had to get some temporary Arlo wireless cameras to put around. And
so we
I was
can
just on the
keep
lookout.
eyes on the place at all times.
Right. Every little alert we get that there's motion on any of the cameras, especially ones inside the house, like,
What is it? What is it? What's going on?
right. And not only does the
Camera go off.
right, the alarm goes off.
Right.
And it's like this piercing noise, and I'm like, what is it? I'm trying to quickly play back the video.
All right. See if he needs to hop in the car and get over there.
Dude, some little cat got into the house somehow and was just moseying through. I'm like,
Setting off alarms.
this cat done gave me a heart attack, damn near. And then later on, I see this girl climbing in the backyard of my neighbor, and I alert him, and I got footage of her. I'm like,
Getting footage of everybody.
right. And then we find out that this young lady has been in a lot of people's backyards. They finally arrested her, and I'm thinking, well, was this the girl who stole stuff? Oh, then they let her out, and I see her again climbing through stuff.
Like the next day.
I think she had some mental illness or whatever.
Yeah, she needed help.
Right. But then a month after the burglary, our surveillance camera caught another suspicious fellow. Now, this might be the same guy who stole it before. He had now a mask, and it was very creepy.
Had gloves on.
Right, and walking like
Had
slow.
lookout.
Right, so
Person looking out
if
for
you
him.
notice this person here, right here in this video, let us know. Okay. But yeah, that it helps in a way because we know where to beef up security.
Exactly.
Before we move in.
Yep, we know where the weaknesses are. So we
Just
know.
like when it rains, you know, we know, oh, we gotta put a gutter here.
Exactly. Gotta fix the leak.
Right. If you'd like to stay updated, subscribe to us on YouTube.